Look at that handsome bloke. OSA secret agent Jack Valiant. Super spy for the British Empire. The Queen's greatest asset. Except for one other. Agent Silent Death. My name is Jessica Valiant. During the war, I helped my husband perform his duties behind the scenes. Inseparable, both on the job and off until 1946. Jack bought me time to escape. If I'd had a choice, it would have been the other way around. Funny that. After the love of my life was taken away from me, the world submitted to the Nazis, and my faith in humanity crumbled. I fled to Brazil, choosing a life in anonymity. It was a simpler life. A steady flow of fine alcohol and charming strangers served as my medication. Kept me afloat, without purpose or direction. Then one day, I received a mysterious folder with the image of a crimson bulldog imprinted on it. Inside were the briefs for 3 assassination targets. Torture expert Uber-Commander Hans Stiglitz, Hollywood Nazi collaborator Chuck Lorentz, and the infamous General Gerhard Dunkel. What I read shook me to the core. The files provided evidence implicating these men as responsible for the betrayal, torture, and murder of my husband. These men had to die, and so I departed for California in the American territories. First on the list was Uber-Commander Hans, the man who tortured Jack. I'd spent the past years in a delightful blur of drinking and debauchery, but killing Nazis was like riding a bike. A dozen slit throats later, I found myself inside the Gestapo office in Sacramento, California. From there, I had to find my way to Uber-Commander Hans's office, at the top floor.
Überkommandant Hans hat sich über Sie beschwert. Tut mir sehr leid. Offenbar ärgert es ihn, dass Sie ihm immer über die Schulter schauen, wenn er etwas tippt. Sogar bei geheimen Dokumenten. Ich war das Wort neugierig, hat mir meine Mutter immer gesagt.
Männer, ich bin in meinem Büro und bereite wichtige Dokumente für General Dunkel vor. Achten Sie auf verdächtige terroristische Aktivitäten. Und bringt mir bitte eine Tasse Tee und ein Schinkenbrötchen. Heil Hitler.
Uber-Commander Hans was my first hit in years. Felt like a stiff drink to take the edge off, but I had to stay focused.
Hast du ihn gesehen? Negativ.
Er ist weg! Wir müssen wachsam bleiben!
Ein Toter!
Nee.
Scheiße! Hier hat's einen erwischt! Was gesehen? Du! Bleib stehen! Mit der Seite von dem Kerl? Negativ!
Rühre dich von der Stelle!
Nicht!
Crawling through those vents, I did regret one thing. Not diving into the hotel minibar the night before.
Alles klar?
From drunken midnight beach walks in Sao Paulo to skulking through Nazi Tosses Central, I wondered if I was up to par after all these years.
Männer, seid heute besonders wachsam. Ich hatte eine ziemlich schlimme Vorahnung. Man könnte sagen, sie kam mir im Traum. Und wo sind mein Tee und mein Schinkenbrötchen? Herrgott nochmal!
Years of boozing had left a mark.
Eindringling, Eindringling! Verteidigen Sie das Büro von Überkommandant Hans um jeden Preis!
I could smell the sickly sweet perfume he'd chosen this morning. Years of boozing had left a mark.
Eindringling, Eindringling! Verteidigen Sie das Büro von Überkommandant Hans!
I could smell the sickly sweet perfume he'd chosen this morning.
General Dunkel, ich muss Ihnen von dem Traum erzählen, den ich neulich hatte. Erinnern Sie sich an diesen britischen Agenten, den wir bei Kriegsende getötet haben? Den wir mit Lawrences Hilfe geschnappt haben?
Years of boozing had left a mark.
Eindringling, Eindringling! Verteidigen Sie das Büro von Überkommandant Hans!
And so another Nazi bellend had been sent to hell. Good riddance, Uber-Commander Hans. I could feel the tug of war inside, a craving to escape this dreadful reality. But I couldn't. Not until each and every one of these Nazis was 6 feet under. Until my Jack was avenged. Next up, the man who betrayed Jack. Actor, filmmaker, and Nazi collaborator Chuck Lorentz. Once an undercover agent for the OSA, now a stooge for the Reich. Like so many American traitors, that snake was generously rewarded for collaborating with the Nazis and had been promoted to head producer of American propaganda. Lorentz was now a powerful man with powerful friends. Well, this powerful man was about to have a rendezvous with Agent Silent Death. So this was Paragon Studios, mouthpiece for Nazi America, doling out rubbish propaganda to the masses. Spotted the glass-domed main offices draped in Nazi banners beyond the sound stages. That's where my target would be.
All right, people, line up, and once again, do not look into the camera. Every time we start over, we're taking more marks out of your paychecks, so let's get it right this time. Places, people.
Stefan, Albert kommt zu Lenas Geburtstag.
Jawohl, ändere meine Position! In Ordnung! Markiert mir die Sicht! Geh zur Seite! Jetzt habe ich dich, verdammt!
Guards, this is Charles Lorentz speaking. As you know, I have a very important shoot coming up. Now, with the horrible murder of my friend Uber-Commandant Hans Stieglitz, I want everyone to keep their ears open and eyes peeled, all right? Or any degenerate terrorist sneaking around on the premises. Guards, it's Charles Lawrence again. I have told you countless times, no one is allowed to disturb me when I'm in the zone. Acting requires perfect concentration, and you are ruining the preparations of my upcoming immaculate performance with your constant, idiotic interruptions of flimsy requests and complaints. Thank you. Guards, it's Charles Lawrence again. I have told you countless times, no one is allowed to disturb me when I'm in the zone. Acting requires perfect concentration, and you are ruining the preparations of my upcoming immaculate performance with your constant, idiotic interruptions of flimsy requests and complaints. Thank you.
Was war... Huh.
The Paragon Studios office building looked exactly like the place a wanker like Lawrence would fester.
Everyone, the upcoming shoot for the new movie Blitzmensch Returns, Vengeance for the Aryan Race, has a guard role available due to sudden illness. The part involves no talking, and there will be free knockwurst. Now, since I'm sure there will be many volunteers, please form an orderly line outside my office later today at 7 p.m.
You have a drinking problem, bartender in Sao Paulo once said. Bloody Nazis are marching on your streets and you're telling me I have a problem? The world had gone mental, and I just needed a drink. Maybe drinking wasn't the solution, but it sure soothed the pain. Look, what else was there? Anyway, I was a big girl, and I decided when I could drink. Bloody hell, Jessica. Stop obsessing about your drinking.
Mensch, prepare to be blitzed? Well, that sounds awkward, doesn't it?
I thought it was fine, sir.
Are you a movie critic, Sebastian? No? Then shut the hell up! Let's see. Achtung, I am Blitzmensch. Prepare. Ah, Jesus Christ, it feels like I'm eating glue or something. Achtung, I am Blitzmensch. Prepare to be blitzed? Well, that sounds awkward, doesn't it?
I thought it was fine, sir.
Sebastian? No? Then shut the hell up! Let's see. Achtung, I am Blitzmensch.
I'd planned on spending the end of my days in Brazil. I was at the point where it seemed my years of strife were finally over. Jack was fading away into the distant past, obscured by the spirits medicating my soul. I should have realized that's not how life works. And now it came down to this. General Dunkel, the man who killed my Jack. The coward had long ago decided to hide away on the moon. General Dunkel would be my last hit. Then I could go back to my old life and never return. Jack always said he was over the moon whenever something good happened. Well, my love, how I wish you were here.